Morning-ish. Today my thoughts here have been a bit jumbled, I would say. No negativity to be spread, just facts. I had quite the morning. You know those days when you know you have a lot to do, but you can't prioritize what to do when? That's been me this morning. Got in a fight. Bed completely just cracked in half. Rylo decided to just puke in my car. Yup, he did. Yeah, that's been my morning, but I'm still enjoying my day. I'm off to my first thing I want to do, which is go into some random stores for some thingy-lingies. Rylo! He is on my just took the fucking straw out of my Starbucks drink. I'm just as bad because I'm still gonna use it. I want to start today talking about my dog. You want your bone? I mentioned, I think in yesterday's vlog, but he got kennel cough, which I know is a normal thing for dogs, but you do have to be aware that it is actually, it's potentially deadly, especially if they are not vaccinated. He is, thank God, because even with the shots, he had a pretty bad reaction to it. I think it's because me and him, we live in an apartment, so I don't have a yard or anywhere for him to really run. So we go to a dog park that we pay a membership for. So it's a dog park. They make sure every dog has their up-to-date shots and records. It's also a brewery, and you can get work done there, and a coffee bar. So it's pretty cool and convenient. We go there literally 3 to 4 times a week. I usually work from there. He loves it, but I'm pretty sure that's where he got kennel cough because it's very contagious between dogs. It was very debilitating for him, and it was super sad for me to witness because you can't really help him. Essentially what it was is this cough that kind of sounds like a honking sound, just very unnatural, and it always ends in like this gag. Kind of sounds like your dog's trying to throw up or whatever, but they just can't get it out. It's just alarming. Like, it just sounds like they can't breathe. He had it at first, and then it ended up escalating to the point where like he would spit up mucus. It just sounded like he couldn't breathe, and I got really nervous, so I did end up picking antibiotics up for him. They have been working now, coming on the end of it. It's a real thing, and I think I was not prepared for how anxious I would be with a dog being sick. I can't even imagine having a child. I just feel like this week was just so draining. Thank you. So why can no one in drive-thrus say my name? Jocelynn? Like Jocelynn. It's just Jocelynn. I got Chick-fil-A. I got the Cobb salad and a sweet tea. That is the best possible thing that you can get from Chick-fil-A. Look at that. Here's the thing. Today is December 17th. Christmas is literally a week away, and I've gotten gifts for absolutely nobody. Nobody. Because with school and finals and work and all of that stuff, I feel like December has just flown by. I don't even know how it's December 17th. Glad I didn't do vlogmas the whole December because I really did not have time to or the capability to. I don't even know what to get anybody. I take on the role of Santa Claus for people, but this year I think there's just been this stop riding my ass and this general agreement amongst a lot of people to just keep it small. Kind of do want to knock it out today. I have to first buy for my friend Jura, not a Christmas gift. I have her birthday dinner tonight. Get that. Got the gift card to Kava for my friend Jura. I just don't like shopping. I don't know. I've just been so jumbled today. I just don't even know what I'm doing. Rylo! Time for me to stop bullshitting and just get it done. I have my final paper. This is my last final. Oh my gosh, my fall semester of my senior year. Let's talk about finals. Finals do this to you. This right here is an accurate representation of what finals do to you on the inside. Let's go read the rubric. Right now, it's 7:07 p.m. I haven't started because I had to work all day. Finals due at 9 p.m. So I now have 2 hours to do my entire final paper for a law and business class. I just had to take everything in me to finish that, but I officially submitted my last final of my fall semester of senior year. I need to take in the fact that this is my last ever fall semester ever in life. Like, that experience for me has come to an end in a sense. Started off this morning. I know a couple days ago we talked about Rylo being sick. He has kennel cough, which, here. Sounds like that. The antibiotics have surely worked. He still has it, and I heard that the cough can linger for a bit, but like, for example, this happens sometimes at the end of the gag, and that just happened today, and that hasn't happened in a while. So of course my anxiety raises to a whole nother level, because why does it feel like it's getting worse? But I guess it's equivalent to when we have a cough and there's mucus that comes up, or you know, snot in your nose. Do you want to go to Dunkin' Donuts? He does. Here. Good boy. Coco. Come on. Why is she so hard, Rylo? It can't all be us.
Baltimore, sunny at 41 tomorrow.
Yeah, I have a mobile order for Jocelynn.
What's the name?
Jocelynn.
You can put forward, huh?
No problem, thank you. Get away. You guys are my best friends. Waking up this morning was the weirdest feeling, because with school, you always have something to do. Like, even if you don't have something to do, there's just something over your head saying like, you could do this assignment, you could do that assignment. I woke up, and obviously I work full time, so I have to work 9 to 5. But the fact I wasn't like, oh, I need to study when I get off work, or was such like a... Every semester is challenging in its own way, but this semester for me, I'll have to talk about, because it just was my worst semester yet. And I don't even like using words like worst, because I don't like to classify things as good or bad. It was just a lot. I remember like midway through the semester literally envisioning this moment where the semester was done and I could just breathe again. Not to be dramatic at all. This is so funny. I got this advent calendar from PetSmart for Rylo, and it like counts down the 12 days to Christmas, and in each one there's a toy. As you can see, he's kind of ruined it. He freaking loves this thing. Like the first 2 days he didn't quite understand it. He got excited, but now he like goes searching for this, and if he finds it, like I have to hide it in the house because he'll go crazy, try to do it himself. Like he knows that each day there's a new toy. The other day he was being super quiet in my kitchen, and then out he comes with the toy from that day. I'm like, how did he get it? And I thought he ripped across the whole box, but nothing was ripped. He genuinely was smart enough to not drop the box, not break it, anything, just open the next day. That's a genius dog. We are gonna do it. Today is day 8. I don't know. I think I'm a day ahead, but I don't care. Okay, Rise. You wanna do it? Hold on. What could it be? Look what it is. Look what it is. What is that? No, that was it. He got a little nice and naughty bone. You want it? Go get it. Some toys he's more excited about, like they give balls. Those ones he goes crazy over. Anyway, if you were wondering, I am at my mother's house right now. I'll probably go home tonight. This salad is so good. An avocado taco salad, kinda. One of the perks of just being at your mom's house. She just makes food for you. I do want to talk a little bit about my school semester. Is anyone else addicted to hard-boiled eggs? I started this semester and I was very determined to like not get behind. I knew I would be busy because I do work full-time and go to school full-time, but I've done it more than one semester at this point, so I didn't think it was gonna be anything crazy, but it was. I just started from day one. It was like almost like just awful, like missed a class by accident, did it to another class, forgot this, forgot that, and I don't really know what it was. And this is where I get into like the question of mental health, because for me, school has always came easily. School has always been something for me that I don't really have to try too hard and I would do good at. And yeah, of course, like there are certain classes, especially like my data science class, that was just genuinely harder, but it didn't even feel like that this semester. It kind of just felt like the fall of last year. Like last fall semester is when my dad passed away. At that point, I took so many weeks off of school, but I still completed the semester. I just got an extension of time. So then when the spring semester started, I was doing the spring semester and I was finishing up the fall semester and working full time. I never got to heal or even feel, I feel like, fully my dad's passing. And then the summer came and I thought you think you have so much time, but somehow I just didn't. Like between still working and then moving and then travel, I just don't feel like I ever got to sit back and like life just kept going busy. And I think for some reason this fall semester that caught up to me. There would be times, which is just not like me, where it's like I had class, I was able to go to class, and I just couldn't go. Or I knew this assignment was due. Rylo, here! I knew an assignment was due and I just looked at the deadline and didn't do it. It was a mental thing, not mental like procrastination, mental like I was just dealing with so much mentally that school just felt so hard. Like something that a mundane task I literally just couldn't do. I remember just sitting there thinking like I'm gonna drop out, which is again so not like me. And I love school and I'm passionate about school. I still am. I think it's a gift, but I can't describe that mental space I was in where I knew I looked like this student to these professors. Like I couldn't even ask for grace because I knew I just looked like I didn't give a fuck. Like I knew I looked like I didn't care, but that's not what was going on at all. Truthfully for me, it was just a hard semester. I do a lot of video work for work and film these like educational crash courses. So this one right here has been the death of us. I've had to film it 3 separate times because every time we would get to the location there would just be too many people, too loud. So finally yesterday was our 3rd try and the final version just came in. So I'm gonna review that real quick, but I'm fingers freaking crossed that it just looks all right at this point. Taxes suck when they're coming out of your pocket. The inner heart. Brought to you. I feel like I just have this like new passion or desire, or like I feel like I need to one day speak out on this because a lot of your professors can tend to be very condescending. I understand you're in college and like you have to be a big girl and put on your big girl panties and do your shit, which I've always done. But this semester it showed me that like just some of my professors, they'll make comments about, oh, like you basically being a bad student, or might make a comment about, oh, well, you didn't turn it in or whatnot. And I understand they have the right to have their rules and regulations and be like, you don't get the points. Even there was times when I was just trying to genuinely learn the content that I would get a passive aggressive comment. My point is, it's great if you're a college professor and you're so good at the subject you teach, but as a college professor, you're also somebody that shapes students during a very informative and transformational time of their life. Like, this is the time they're supposed to be learning not only the contents in school, but also just how to adult and how to grow up and how to deal with things. Everyone is dealing with so much, and I just feel like if a college professor, rather than making a condescending comment that just honestly gave you more stress and anxiety on top of whatever it was that you're dealing with that you just feel like you can't deal with, if they maybe just extended and said like, hey, outside of school, is everything good? Like, let me know, I can help you here and there. Just extended that extra arm, I feel like it could just change the way college goes for a lot of students. I could have used that this semester. I feel like if you're a professor or a teacher, you're not just teaching your subject. You should see the person as a whole. Really, before you choose to make a certain comment, like, think about it and think about why the student might be dealing or acting certain ways, and just at least check it. I don't know if what I'm saying is making the sense I want it to make. You're an educator of the whole, not just of the subject. Just food for thought, I guess. I am so happy it's done, and I look forward to going into the spring semester with a lot more success. I'm getting these eyebrows done because Lord knows I need it. In the next episode, I do what I did best and become a little Christmas spelled a little bit early with a super big, super different type of surprise for my little sister. All I have to say is make sure you're there. With love, Jocelynn Rose.